I am shocked. I I made that first video before I watched the Lacey Green's the red pill video. I forgot the title. God damn, what was it? Good question. Well, the video she has about the red pill and her and people talking about her. When I made that initial video, I was talking about how I was wondering about her depth of thought and philosophy in regards to the issues, practical and so forth. And the question that she asked in this video is startlingly deep, and I'm pretty much just completely impressed. I'm wondering if it's possible to develop a Baxter machine and have it be connected to humans to measure the emotional response to things that could be scientifically determined as being harmful or not. Wouldn't that be cool? Because I agree with the idea that there can be emotional abuse. I mean, what the fuck do you think is the majority of the reason that this world is so fucked up overall is emotional abuse? So yes, words the way that it can be said can hurt, can be abused, but that needs to be differentiated from that which is not. Or if it's the case that literally hearing the truth is abusive for someone, what would that mean? It means they're mentally ill, I'd say. And how do you differentiate that in regards to a false positive? Because SJWs would use that and call everyone mentally ill, and so everyone would need to adhere to whatever is the case of the mentally ill, because everyone would be mentally ill. Mainly because everything's offensive to them. Lacey, that's kind of the... So... I'm perplexed by your existence because it doesn't make sense that you could both be a feminist and also be reasonable. I'd like to talk with you because I'd like to understand that type of paradox better. Because you talked about the necessity of compartmentalization, I, in a sense, both agree and disagree at the same time. Because, in a sense, the compartmentalization, MaidSafe is a form of that, but as well with induced abundance, you have a continuous version going towards that of being more and more open. But it's not from the direction of the people that you aren't able to have be accountable to you. As in, for example, Facebook making the privacy settings less and less secure, more and more open without acknowledging that, or YouTube not communicating about the changes in relation to the videos here. Now, in a sense, you could relate it to the paradox of energy, that of everything being a singular entity, one compartment, but there's only one compartment, so there are no compartments because there's no way to differentiate anything. So you create a differentiation, you create a compartment, something and something else, even though it's itself, which makes for a necessity of amnesia, which is the first type of retribution trauma that of creating stuff into existence. The issue with resolving that is, why wouldn't that just make everything disappear? It's like in relation to the half-life stuff, except that it occurs instantly. It's just like, this is how long it lasts, and then it vanishes. The thing I'm trying to understand is how to have a consistent form of a golden age now that is mathematically consistent, that doesn't need to incorporate time into the formula. But what that's disconnected from, obviously, is time, and with time, space, and thus it is disconnected from reality, and I don't know what to do with that. Well, I could relate it to anarchists, anarcho-capitalists especially, focusing on money and me talking about saying, hey, we will eventually won't need money, we eventually won't use money, as opposed to it being that I'm saying, you can't have money now, I forbid it, I ban it. Why are you interpreting it that way, anarcho-capitalists? That makes no sense. What I am saying is that it evaporates in terms of relevance. Do you think that being dependent on money is a normal way of things to be? You can only have that with induced scarcity, such as taxation, such as bullying, such as trauma. But once that trauma is removed and we have the world peace stuff, what then? And the question of that, why it is relevant. I paused it because I forgot why it was relevant. I've got a bit of a worry that no one will see this, but some of these thoughts are so preliminary that I don't really want to waste people's time unless they are interested in watching this, and hence I'll just leave it on the channel as it is, with the unlikelihood of gaining any views at all on it, which is frankly fine. Someone, if they want to act on it, they can. But if I come to a conclusion about it, I'll send a video that is much more direct, and perhaps even from Facebook, I don't know, like 15 seconds long like I did for PewDiePie. I can't help thinking about that one video where they were mocking that guy. Like, well, what the thing that you're wearing, this big ass towel, that's not a distraction or something like that. Because I think the guy was talking about, I was like, well, there's a distraction there. I don't remember what. I was like, it looks like that. I'm just like, this is a distracting way to wear this. Yeah, it's just warm, but I don't want to take it off completely because I'm feeling lazy. That's a really bad excuse. That's what I claim, but it's not what usually people claim. But I don't like when people say, well, I didn't do it because I'm lazy. No, it's because you're tired and you think you should, even though you're not actually able to. You're not lazy, you're tired, and you need to deal with that. And get more sleep and rest more, meditate more, and something like that. The thing that I face and go against is that I'm too interested in everything and I want to learn and I want to think about stuff. This just seems like a really bizarre angle and I want to record it for that sake because it's just like, this is really weird and cool. I want to share it. And that's enough. I forgot what I was talking about, so I'm going to end the video now. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Press the button, press the button.